Hi everyone, this is Martin from The Best of Man, and I'm working with Charu in creating the video series, How to Become a Better Lover. It's one thing to hear things from Charu, because she has some great input, and there's something that I can offer you as one man to another on how you can take your lovemaking and your connection with your lover to the next level. And don't you want to have some of that? Right?
Right.
What I have figured out is to become the explorer. If there has been a pattern that you have developed, maybe you've watched enough movies or you've taken enough workshops, or people say follow this particular track, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. And if it's by rote, maybe it'll work the first few times, but it's going to become predictable. It's going to become boring. And she's going to go, okay, well, he's done here. Well, I guess this is coming up next. She might, you're going to bore her. So what I like to do is to put on the hat of being an explorer. And what I mean by putting on a hat, imagine you're spelunking, you're going into a cave and it's dark and you can't see anything in front of you.
Well, they're hoping that they get into that cave.
There's time for that later.
Okay.
Look, if we're looking at the whole experience as if, what if the lights were turned off and you walked in not having any idea of what to do, meaning that you weren't following patterns, you weren't following a workshop, you weren't following what you saw in the movies, or you weren't following, oh God forbid, that you weren't following what you did the time before that you thought it worked.
For sure.
So what I like to consider doing is viewing, speaking to you, viewing your body, even though we've been together 9 years, and I'm always looking for the places on you that I've never touched before. How can I slow down enough to find all of me so I can bring all of me to this connection? How can I touch her in such a way or explore with her from my heart, from my quest for connection? So how can I slow down enough to feel with my body where she wants to be touched next without thinking where she wants to be touched next? If I'm in touch with me and I have my hands out, oftentimes I'll have my hands out this way or my hands out. It'll be something gentle, or I'll even use parts of my body that would not be normally used, right? So even taking my cheek and finding a part in her body where my body says, that's where I put my cheek. And then explore what that nook or cranny or that curve or that groove, what does that feel like inside of me? And then let my body, my intuition, let me know where to go. So it becomes an exploration, because I don't know where I'm going to go next, but I'm following where my body says, based on the attunement that I'm having with you, where I'm going to go next. And at the same time, I'm also it's not that I'm really doing anything. I'm just feeling what wants to happen next. And not knowing. And isn't that what we do when we explore? We don't know what's going to happen next. Maps are thrown out the window. We're going off the trail. We've turned out the lights. We don't know what's next. And if you approach her from that perspective, right, you can't go wrong. So thanks for listening. Do you have anything to add to that, by the way?
Yeah, I think it's also part of what brings more of you and your essence is that, and it's a presence. If you're exploring for the very first time, what I'm hearing is that you're really you're in the moment with her.
Right.
So.
Right. And even though there's been that 9 years, this is a body that I'm very familiar with. And yet, if I put my beginner's mind on, right? If I let go of the part of me that knows what she has been like up to this moment, and I'm open to seeing how she's occurring to me in this moment, then it's an exploration with a totally new body. And that's fun.
And that keeps it exciting after 9 years.
Right.
So if you would like to continue to learn more from us, we are going to be creating a program especially for men. If you're on my mailing list, you'll be the first to know about it. If you're not, go over to embodytantra.com and put in your name and email, and we'll send you the free Tantra Startup Kit to get you started right away, and then you'll be the first to know about the men's home study. Looking forward to sharing more with you. Thank you, Martin.
Well, thank you. Bye.
Bye.